Hey guys, so today's lesson is going to be pretty straightforward. We've already done our fan fiction lesson, so we're just going to do some extra practice today. You guys just saw the video clip from the Polar Express. This was the beginning of our story, so we have a great setup. We have our character, we have our setting, we also have our conflict already set up. Our character doesn't believe in Santa right now, and now he's going to start his quest or his journey to believing in Santa again. So what I want you guys to do though is I want you guys to change the story a little bit to make it more your own. Now remember, a fan fiction is where you take the story, you can take the characters, the setting, you can change a little bit of the plot and make it more your own, but you still have to credit the original story, okay? So what I want you guys to do first is I want you guys to write down your information, which you should have already done by now. So you need to write your name, my name, and the class name and the date. You can't see it on mine because I'm using a different kind of paper. But if you have not done that already, go ahead and do it now. But I'm going to be writing this with you. This is your title, The Polar Express. All right, this is what you should be writing today. And today we are not going to skip lines because I want you guys to have more room to write more of your story, and I'm going to write a good chunk of it with you. So if you have already written down your information or you haven't yet, you can go back and do that later. Otherwise, I want you to write with me, okay? So title, The Polar Express. You can skip a line, I'm not going to, but what I'm going to write first is I'm going to write down what we saw in the story already, and we're going to lead up to what we can change. So first, I'm going to indent my first line, and then I'm also going to give my character a name. Now, this is where you can get creative because the character in the story does not have a name. They don't refer to him as anything. In the credits on the internet, he's just called Hero Boy. So I'm going to call him David. If you want to, you can change the character to a girl and give her a different kind of name if you want to. You can make the character yourself. But right now in this story, I'm going to make it third person limited. Okay, that means it's about David. I'm going to use words like he, him, his name, and those kind of things. But also, we only know what David knows. Okay, so I'm going to write David. I'm sure David in third grade is kind of giggling right now. Okay, David woke up to lights shining through the window. So this is pretty vague right now because we don't know where he's at. If you want to be more specific, you can say shining through his bedroom window because that would probably give you more details. But again, we only know what David knows, and so it really doesn't matter at this point because that's not going to be the main setting, okay? We'll learn about that when we share some more information. All right, so now that's my first sentence. Notice I indented, but I did not indent the next line, so I should see all your next lines starting at the red line on your manuscripts, okay? The window. He went outside and walked across the snow, and I'm going to put a hyphen, a dash right there, okay? Snow covered lawn. Okay, so giving more information, I didn't really have to say bedroom window because when I say lawn, that probably means the front of his house. So it really doesn't matter where he's at in his house. It's just, you know that the house is included with a lawn. Also, I gave you some imagery here. I told you that it was wintertime by showing you a snow-covered lawn. I gave you the scene where he is walking across a snow-covered lawn. So that's a good way to give information by showing, okay? Now, he went outside and walked across a snow-covered lawn. I'm going to write down the street came a train through the mist. Now, I can't think of a better word to use. Normally, I don't like to repeat the same word in the same paragraph, but if they're far enough apart, like the word through, I guess it's okay, but you know, we're trying to be more original here, and that takes practice. Okay, so here we go. When it stopped, in front of David, comma, the conductor came out the side door and said, comma. Now, remember, when we do dialogue, we have the word said. We always have to put a comma right after it. And then we put our quotation marks, okay? And then I'm gonna say, well, this is what he said. Well, it's a new sentence right here technically, so I uppercase that. Well, comma, are you coming? Question mark, because it's a question. And then he's done talking, so I put quotation marks at the end, okay? Well, are you coming? And then David's going to respond. I don't exactly remember where, or I should say what he said in response to it, but again, this is fan fiction, so I can say what I want, but if it's David's turn to speak, I'm going to indent, okay? And then I'm going to put quotation marks because he's going to answer coming where? And then I'm going to put another question mark because he's asking a question. He's done talking, so I put a quote. But just to make sure I let the reader know who's talking, I'm going to write asked David, period. Okay, there we go. Now it's all done. Put a period at the end. And then you guys you guys can decide what you want to answer that with. Again, it still has to be Christmas themed. It doesn't necessarily have to be the North Pole, but still add some Christmas elements to it, okay? You can add the Grinch to this story if you want to. Or instead of the conductor coming out, you can say it was Santa Claus who came out just directly saying, I hear you didn't believe in me, let's fix that, or something. You can make it a comedy, you can make it a tragedy, you can make it whatever you want it to be, but again, Christmas themed. I would like it to have a happy ending. Just saying something good and cheerful, because that's what Christmas is about, okay? So that is up to you. All right, so I will have this on let's see, what's it called? A Google Docs. So your teacher can pull this up and leave it on the board so you can still look at it if you haven't had it all written down. Again, I'm giving you a lot of time to copy this. I'm looking at you, third grade. All right, so give me your best. Try to go all the way to the bottom of the page. Also, you don't have to skip lines. I am not skipping lines here. Try to go all the way to the end of the page. Give me some more dialogue if you want. Show me senses, show me reactions, show me things. I want to see some cool stories, okay? So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I will post a draw video for you because I think that'll be fun. You can illustrate this by drawing a train and decorate it however you want to. So yeah, anyway, have a great day. I will post another video tomorrow. I was gonna say see you tomorrow, but I should say you should see me tomorrow, or you should see my disembodied hands. All right, anyway, have a great day, guys. Bye.